What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another rebuild that we have going on today. Today, we're going to be rebuilding the Carolina Panthers. Where do we start, really? We look at the roster, not the staff. We look at the roster, and we see a bunch of flaws with the team. Ika Makwanu, obviously, here, right? But the receiving core is okay. Laviska Chenault, I like. Terrace Marshall's all right. Shy Smith's here as well. We could look to develop him, maybe into like a wide receiver four, if that. Ian Thomas, I want Tommy Tremble starting over him, and Shandon Sullivan, I think his name is. Stefan. Shandon. I don't know who Shandon is, but that's someone. Trust me. Taylor Moton's been good for some time. Austin Corbett getting a little bit older. Bozeman is all right, and kind of just an average offensive line. Ika Makwanu, obviously, you look to be really good. I'm gonna start Sam Darnold for the rest of the season. I know that might sound a little bit crazy, but I'm gonna do it. Deontay Foreman's probably playing a little bit better than Chuba Hubbard in real life right now, but I don't care too much about that. I just want whoever will put up kind of the better numbers, and then I think this is Damian Wilson. Why am I thinking Don? I don't know, but Damian Wilson in middle linebacker is okay. I'd probably look to play Brandon Smith there if anybody. But he's a 66 overall. Frankie Louvu's been playing outstanding this season. I'm surprised he's not a little bit higher of an overall. Xavier Woods and Burris over here is fine, but Brian Burns, one of the big pieces of this defense, and Derek Brown, obviously still super young and looks to get a little bit better. Matt Ioannidis is older. Probably want to trade him out as he's down to a 75 overall. J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson, who they're paying a lot of money. C.J. Henderson. It's an okay group of corners. Nothing too awesome about this team, but nothing like that I really care too much to dive into. In all honesty, but I do want to look into these contracts really quick. Matt Ioannidis probably don't want to bring back. Same here, same there, same here. Same thing with all these guys. Baker Mayfield probably not. If Sam Darnold produces and maybe just as a bridge guy. We'll see how much he wants right now. Yeah, he'll be our backup quarterback for the rest of this series. And no, okay, no, he won't be. No resign interest, and I don't care for him like it necessarily. All of our quarterbacks are gonna be out of a contract though. By the end of this year, I can almost guarantee you we won't make the playoffs, even if we win out. It'll be well, I guess if we go 10-7, there's a chance. But yeah, just we have a lot to improve on in this team, and I think this off season could be a good start. We went 5-12. I don't know if we have our first round pick. I believe we do, and we have a lot of Niners picks as well from the Christian McCaffrey trade. But yeah, we're fine. We could just go to the off season, maybe take another look at the contracts and see if we really want to deep dive into any of the extensions. If not, I'll see you guys at free agency. We didn't end up bringing anyone back, but looking at the free agency class, we're looking to get a little bit younger, and I think that can start with a guy like Tony Pollard. Got a lot of interest in the team. If we offer him a long-term deal, he could definitely be our running back going forward, and we probably will want to try to sign a bridge quarterback. I think Jimmy G's fine. Holy shit, that's a lot of money. That's really what backup quarterbacks go for nowadays? I'm good. I'd rather not. I'll give Andy Dalton the 1 year, 1.5 contract if he wants to come on in. He can make his way on. Who do we have on roster right now? We actually have Matt Corral, so I'm actually not too worried about a backup quarterback that'll be one overall higher than he will with a way lower ceiling. So we'll go to running back now. We already have a deal on Tony Pollard, who's been playing super good right now, actually. In real life, he's been playing some really good football. I'm looking for guys with interest, and there just doesn't seem to be much. So I'm looking for guys that are a little bit younger and have some interest, but that just does not seem to be the theme of this class. Preferably want a good dev trait too. Randall Cobb could come on for a year. Obviously I'm joking. 25 Marcus Callaway, it's not worth it. On roster right now, we still have LaVisca and Terrace Marshall along with DJ Moore. So not my type of people right there, but we could make a pretty good threatening duo at tight end. Kind of go Tommy Tremble, Irv Smith. but I think that I'd rather not. Probably if I were to get someone to be like a blocking type of guy, I'm not sure if that comes here. I mean, like, I don't think that we will. Honestly, sign a tight end, it just doesn't seem logical. If there is a good offensive lineman, David Edwards is here. Probably want him. I mean, long term, he's 26. He's good enough. He can still kind of develop. Won't be like the left guard of the future or anything, but I know I just signed him like one, but maybe a trade piece in the future as well. Never know with that sort of thing. This is a really bad class for everything, honestly. The right people got signed back. Jawan Taylor, we won't need. Tyler Moton's still on contract, if I do remember correctly. Bryce Huff's here. Just don't need it. We could use Javon Hargrave for a season or two. I like that signing just a little bit. If he wants to come on for 2 years, 3.55 million, I'm fine with that deal. If he just wants to come support the team for a little bit, could get a little bit better at right end over Yetur Gross Matos using Marcus Davenport. We'd have to offer an extra little bit of money there. He's a bit of an overall, and he doesn't have interest in the team, so not really that interested in him. Could use an upgrade here at middle linebacker. Doesn't seem to be any guys that I really like. I think that Dion Jones, if he wants to come on for 3 years, and then if this deal if this deal makes its way over here, then I'd be fine with that. And Ginkle, I'm fine with everyone there. It just doesn't look good. Trayvon Mullen could be interesting. I could see that being a possibility. I think Trayvon Mullen would fit well here. You have Dante Jackson and J.C. Horn obviously be our boundary guys, and then Trayvon Mullen to kind of play that slot corner over C.J. Henderson, who could play a good fourth corner role. And I think that that will be all of my people. Wait, who do we have at our safeties? We have really bad safeties. Who's here at safety that we want to sign? Nobody at free safety, and at strong safety to Sean Elliott. I really like Deshaun Elliott, 26 years old too. If we were to take anyone off of our list, who would it be? Javon Hargrave, we're most likely not going to get. So probably just do that and then go back to strong safety, look at Deshaun Elliott, and then try to lock him in here for a long-term contract. I think that that might be the way to do it. No, it is not. He's getting a lot of offers for a lot of money, a lot of places. Um, Puts us in a tough spot. Obviously, we could still look around. Doesn't hurt. Taylor Rapp, 84 speed is not going to help us. None of these guys really strike me as guys I want, so I will withdraw that offer and then go back to Javon Hargrave, really. And go 3 years, go 4.5, and then go 6. He'll get paid a lot of money. Obviously, but if we want him, that's what we're gonna have to do. We can drop the offer a little bit. What I want, 3 years, we can go 4 and then 5.5. Is that still a good deal? That should still keep us at the top. It's a little bit better than the one we had initially. But yeah, these are our players that we want to sign. Tony Pollard, probably not going to get either. 26-year-old running back, 85 overall. I'd be willing to pay him 5 million over 3 right here, and I know that's like a lot of money, but if he wants to come to Carolina, then be my guest. We will go through our offers. I know it's a lot of money to spend, but we do get Tony Pollard. We signed him to a crazy amount of money, but I do think he can make a difference. 85 overall, 93 speed is insane. 95 excel as well. We do get Javon Hargrave as well. David Edwards comes on over, and Trayvon Mullen kind of on the short side of the stick. We'll go with this deal right here. Another good deal. Do put us at the top. And Dion Jones, I do want, I think 3 years, 3.5, and then 2.5 is doable. And these guys just become trade pieces if they become too much of a money hazard. And I can't afford them. I do get Trayvon Mullen, and doesn't look like we got Dion Jones. So that's fine for now. I'm okay with everything that we've gotten. We're going to look at Tommy Townsend here. I'm down for this deal right here. If Tommy Townsend wants to come on as our punter. And I think we need a kicker. I'll get that. And now headed into the draft at an 81 overall isn't bad. But let's look at our roster now and see what we're dealing with. Obviously, Matt Corral at 66 overall at quarterback. It's not that great. But Tony Pollard here, Ike Mekwonu, superstar dev. And Christensen could be a trade piece early. At Elfline, it's not going to be the future at center. If I had to make a guess. Tommy Tremble will play over Ian Thomas if we can get another tight end. Even we need 3 tight ends. Terrence Marshall, defensively. Brian Burns goes up to Superstar X Factor. Do like to see that. Frankie Louvu goes up to Star. And Brandon Smith, our right outside linebacker. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll look to improve on a lot. I mean, obviously, you probably just want to go best player available. And we might even make a couple of trades. We do have the number 3 overall pick. And I think that Eddie Gates looks good. And Gracie Torrance. Okay, well, this draft class isn't new. This draft class isn't new. Gracie Torrance is a superstar X Factor generational player. We've had this before. I hate doing this. Do I just scrap the rebuild and then restart? I think that's what I gotta do. Okay, so I really just restarted the draft class, or restarted everything, and I get the same draft class again. I don't want that. I hate Madden. I hate it. I don't know why it just doesn't give you a different draft class like every time, but basically what I'm dealing with now is I'm downloading this guy's draft class that said that basically it's an auto-generated, everything is auto-generated, nothing he built, edited, nothing. It's just a normal auto-generated, and I had to look for it for a little bit, but Madden needs to fix it, man. I don't know what to do. Because if I choose an auto-generated draft class, it says like, it either says scout college players or choose whatever. I've already had this draft class too. I'm so beyond confused. I don't care. I don't care. Um, we're moving on with it, I guess. I don't know. I already know like some of the top players in this draft, but other than that, I don't know much. So, I don't care. Sorry for the scuffedness of this. It's really dumb, and I apologize, but I'll get back to where we were. All right. Well, a few things changed. Obviously, we're at number 1 overall, and we also got the addition of. I mean, we got Javon Hargrave and Tony Pollard again. With Matt Corral at our quarterback, but defensively, we got Anthony Walker instead of anybody else, so that happened. And Brian Burns still went up to a Superstar X Factor, and yeah, nothing else really has changed all that much. So yeah, let me go ahead and take our pick here, I guess. And it will be. We just got Javon Hargrave though. I don't care much about that. I mean, Amir Pleasant is already like as good as him. He's like a 79 overall. I'm sorry. I know the class. I could have acted like I didn't, but I don't. It's just not fun. It's just not fun to look at these guys and know what they're already all about and what they do and well and whatnot. But out of the top 5 or like top 10, I barely know the rest of these guys. Like, I think he's good, maybe. Oh yeah, no, B, and then an A to C. I think what I can do is just sim to my picks and then pick whoever I think helps out the team the most. I think that's just a fair way to do it. Pick a player right here, and ooh, there's some tackles right here. This tackle looks insane. We'll just take him. I'm not going to look at him much. Just kind of take him and move on with our day. I think that is okay to do. Well, we'll have the 15th. Next up here, I'm probably looking for offensive line, like a guard or center at this point right here would be good to get right here. Don't see that. Doesn't look great. Juwan Portis doesn't look bad, but doesn't look good at all. So do with that as you will. Another guy that doesn't look good. We'll go to left tackle here. Look down the board a little bit. Nothing too far or too crazy. Just kind of looking around. Left guard. This guy doesn't look bad right here. Probably want to take him further down the board as a potential UDFA. Center. This guy looks okay. Not great, but okay. He can range pretty well, I guess. And then at right tackle, don't have these guys scouted well enough right here. But I don't know. Beasley doesn't look great, so we'll just go back to all and see if we can make a good pick right here. This pick right here looks fine. Max Linsley looks great, and so we will go ahead and take him. This is a normal development player, but I don't care too much about all that. And then I think these are the Niners picks that we have. If I had to guess, just makes sense to see them like the way they are. Then we'll go ahead and try to pick a player around here that ranges well. Also could use a wide receiver if there is any good ones left. He could be good. Should we go ahead and gamble on Garrison Watts? And he has how much speed? None. He doesn't have speed. It's just speed is not on his side. We will go ahead and not take him. I guess that is an okay thing to do. He just doesn't look good. And I think we're into trading territory where I'm okay trading these picks away. We will trade for Landon Dickerson. He's just someone that could come in and play immediately. We give up this year third, a next year third, and Preston Williams at wide receiver. And we just traded for Xavier McKinney, just a better overall player than Xavier Woods. And I'd also like to get rid of Xavier Woods now. We kind of just finessed the Jets a little bit, but I'm okay with it. We'll put Elijah Vera Tucker at center. And I think that'll do it for us in the draft. Just don't need anybody else. And looking at the draft recap, we got Maurice Wharton, Amir Pleasant, and Max Linsley. All would be good players for us. And that's pretty much it. We will go ahead and go to preseason now, and I'll do whatever I need to do and show you guys the roster. So yeah, we'll look at the squad heading into year 2. It's not bad. Matt Corral, obviously, definitely could improve upon. And then these tight ends right here, I want Tommy Trumbull as number 2. Harris Marshall, LaVisca Chenault will play in that third spot, but also in the slot. And then I need to move like these guys' actual positions around, but right now we're looking at this offensive line, which is stellar in the first year of the rebuild. Harris Marshall, obviously, at the second wide receiver spot is not great. Obviously, you want something a little bit better than that. Frankie Louvu, Anthony Walker, Frankie Louvu will be actually coming off of the edge, which is crazy, I know, but apparently he has like 79 finesse moves, so I told him to have at it. Very good player, apparently. I didn't know that. But CJ Henderson will play in that slot, and then LaVisca Chenault in that slot wide receiver role. Tony Pollard here, and I look to see a good season. All right, so here in year 2, we're just looking to probably go 500, if that. I think that if we can stay in the realm of 500, it should be okay, a little bit above expectations. We just don't have a quarterback. We have Matt Corral under center. Maybe he develops into a quarterback. Maybe. I don't think so. But I've seen him do some crazy stuff in some other franchises and rebuilds and whatnot. So, I mean, it is going to be interesting, obviously, to see how he does. But I think that a guy like Matt Corral just doesn't really develop in the game all that fast. I think he might have to start for like 3 years to actually become something. And there actually is a weekly award. We can only hope it is Matt Corral, as we were talking about him. It is Matt Corral. Oh my God, 313 yards, 5 passing touchdowns, along with 1 interception. I'll take the 1 interception to 5 touchdowns, especially if we won the game. We did against the notorious Texans, so that's cool to see. Max Linsley, the tight end. Do we see any Matt Corral upgrades in here anywhere? Matt Corral, he does. He'll be up to a 67 overall, but I'm curious to see what his numbers are really on the season. Ready to negotiate, we'll have to look at that in National Focus. And then stats and award, we'll go to stats. And not that bad, not bad at all. Oh my God. 14 touchdowns to 4 interceptions is not bad at all. Tony Pollard rushing for 4.3 per carry. I wish I got a little bit more out of that. And Terrace Marshall producing a lot. Obviously likes what we see there. And Anthony Walker, here, obviously the only guy that can really get it after it. But Yetur Gross Matos doing well. Brian Burns has 6.5 sacks, 6.5 for Amir Pleasant as well. Awesome pass rusher as a defensive tackle. Derek Brown playing well too. Frankie Louvu off of one of the edges has 3 sacks. So Louvu is kind of a do-it-all type of guy. We have a very good pass rushing defensive tackle that can also eat up some space as well. Looking at the players ready to negotiate, um, got Brian Burns. We got the money though. We got Brian Burns, and he's got a lot of interest in the team, but I want to make sure he doesn't go anywhere. And we do get that deal done. And Derek Brown here as well has a little bit of interest, not much, but we want to keep him around as well. We'll see how this deal fares with him, and that does do it. And Shaq Thompson, I'm fine leaving behind. Jeremy Chin, I obviously want back for, a long time. And that is a good offer for him as well. Xavier McKinney, who we traded for, I want him back, and we're going to have to sign him, which kind of sucks. But, yeah, it says he's going to need a bigger deal. Frankie Louvu's been playing all right. He has star development now. 26 years old. If he wants to come on for, like, this contract right here, I'm fine. But he says that he can find a better team. And then LaVisca Chenault, Yetur Gross Matos, I want to get back. CJ Henderson, maybe. And actually, that is interesting. We will go ahead and maybe make a trade or two. And it's a done deal. We get Bobby Okereke, Isaiah Rogers, and a third-round pick, all for Shaq Thompson, who is going to be out of here anyways. I think that's a pretty good, fair deal. And yeah, we get Rondale Moore for a fourth, LaVisca Chenault, who we might have been able to re-sign. I bet we could have. And CJ Henderson just for Rondale Moore, and that other guy for cap reasons. Okay, so yeah, we have our trades made that we wanted to make, and I think that will be good to try to extend these guys again. Xavier McKinney in that bunch as well. We have Xavier McKinney. Who else we have to re-sign? Isaiah Rogers, I want to re-sign immediately. I know we just traded for him, and he actually has interest here, but yeah, he'll sign here. You guys here, he'll sign. Xavier McKinney as well. I don't understand what's real wrong with this offer. I think I'll just go up by 0.5. And wow, he thinks that he's pretty full of himself. Frankie Louvu here as well. We'll try this right here, but if he doesn't, okay, no, he signs with that. It's a big contract. He should not be getting paid that much. Don't get me wrong, but at a outside linebacker, he's gonna get paid like an outside linebacker, which we actually do have him rushing. So we'll see if this is good. No, he doesn't like it. And then everybody else is fine. So we need. I want Yetur Gross Matos back and Xavier McKinney, and we do that by going one more week over the bye week, and looking at players ready to negotiate, and then upgrade players. I think I'll do. So upgrade or not upgrade. Negotiate with players and Xavier McKinney. What is like? What's a medium risk deal? Low risk. Okay, well I'll start with medium risk, and I'll go up to. Actually, you know what? Screw this. High risk. Yeah. Well, low risk is right here. I'll go down to 6.5 and then 4 and then go to 5. I need a bigger off. Dude. I don't know what to do with this guy. Xavier McKinney sucks. And then what's a low risk contract here? We'll go up, and then we'll go up with that as well, and that number will also go up. And then there we go. Finally got Yetur Gross Matos back. It's a fun one to say, by the way. Yetur Gross Matos. That's great. But upgrade our players now, and then, dude, I can't believe that we haven't signed Xavier McKinney back. We need him back. That's what we need. We need him back. We can't really just like let him walk. Really. It just doesn't work like that. We just traded for him, and we need him to stay. We need him, obviously. Been really good, but I think we just beat the Cardinals after we just snagged their receivers, so that's cool. Xavier McKinney, 5 years, 7 million. Okay, no, 6. Okay, how does this fare with you? I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna kill this guy. How do you not take that deal? Whatever. Dude, I don't even care. We did just beat the Cardinals as well. Amari Barno will get upgraded, but Austin Corbett more importantly. And yeah, we're 7-2. And we might actually have something in Matt Corral. And we ended at 12-5. That is a really good record. And we'll have to look at Matt Corral's numbers, and they were really good. They weren't like over the top with anything crazy, but 35 touchdowns with 11 interceptions, not bad. Especially for a 66 overall. Matt Corral is very solid. Tony Pollard rushed for 4 per carry on the dot. Went for 1,200 yards, isn't great. 71 yards per game. Chuba Hubbard ended up putting up some numbers. And Terrace Marshall over 1,000 yards is pretty cool. Max Linsley, DJ Moore, Rondale Moore, who I wanted to get a little bit more involved, but I forgot to move around the depth chart again. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting the way that this team performed. But I mean, we'll have to clutch it out here um, in the playoffs. We have the wild card against the Minnesota Vikings, and we will go ahead and simulate, and we lose 24-0. No biggie. I don't know these. I mean, Tony Pollard's up to an 87 overall now, though. I think that is money well spent, but 4 yards per carry is a little bit down. But look at the team ranks. Look at the defensive points per game. We're second. Offensive points per game. We're 10th. So we were really good, and I think that we can do something special. Whether or not it's with Matt Corral, I don't know. Whether or not it's with Xavier McKinney, it's probably not. We could franchise tag Xavier McKinney for $18 million, but I don't feel like doing that. I'm sure we can draft or find or sign or trade for someone of his caliber, so I'm not too worried about it. I just can't believe it didn't come back. I just can't believe it. We have options at free safety right here with Micah Hyde and John Johnson. John Johnson's just a little bit younger than Micah Hyde, but Micah Hyde's like significantly better in my opinion. I think, and he has interest, but that's a lot of money. Um, I don't know. I'll probably trade for a younger one, maybe, if that's a thing, or Cameron Curl if he wants to come on and play free safety. I know how much speed does he have? He might have like 90. Oh no, he doesn't have quite that at all. Um, Jermaine Curse is here. Jordan Fuller is interesting. He can definitely play a free safety, right? I'm not scared to put him at free safety. Okay, so this might seem a little ridiculous, right? But we have so much money on Justin Herbert. And then Montez Sweat's here and Jordan Fuller. So I think that what we could do here is evaluate the offers, see what sort of signings we can sign, and we we got fucking Justin Herbert. Um, she's not cheap. Now we're left with no money. I wasn't really expecting to get him like that easily, but we had the cap space to do it, and so I did it, and we're here now, and I think that we can go draft now. Man, it is great to see Justin Herbert right here. I cannot lie. Um, di- See, he's an 88 overall, I know, right? But I just don't feel like he's the guy. He hasn't produced really for us in the first place. I don't know if DJ Moore is like worth all the money he's getting paid. He's good, right? Don't get me right. He's really good, especially in real life. He can definitely make a play or two. But I think that he's on the trade block, and I think that we could trade for a better receiver for a lot less money. And we need another receiver too, because Terrace Marshall at wide receiver 3 is fine, but Shy Smith, it's really doesn't matter, honestly. I just want to trade like DJ Moore and someone else for someone a lot better. But yeah, this is the defense. We have all these guys. Frankie Louvu can go play right outside linebacker. I feel like that's just where he'd be better fitted than off of the edge. And right now he's playing at left outside linebacker, so it doesn't really matter. But we're just switching him to the other side. And also, what that will do for us is that'll kind of open up our overall. And Brandon Smith, why are you playing there? And then probably going to need someone to come up and play left outside linebacker. I think that works right there. And then free safety. Wait, what is happening? Jordan Fuller can go play free safety. Because I know Jeremy Chin's a strong safety. And so this will be the defense right here. We'll have these two on the boundary corner. Isaiah Rogers here in the slot. I mean, there's so many cap casualties. Like Dante Jackson's getting paid so much money. It's like crazy. I think that we can maybe deal around and try to get something. Amir Pleasant with Stardev is just kind of underwhelming. Taking him, I think, at 1-1. And then offensively, nothing's underwhelming here. Probably could just use a better receiver. On all honesty, tight end could be improved upon. Um, I don't really know what else could be addressed. And this is a done deal. We're getting Chidobe Awuzie and Quinn Miners, and I think you know where that puts us in the long run. And this guy right here, he looks alright. He doesn't look like anything like really, really special, but he looks alright. And B block shedding, I mean C man coverage. He doesn't have. He's a cover linebacker, play left outside, and normal development sucks. But we'll take him there, and might make a move. And this is a done deal right here. Just a bunch of extra spare parts around Chuba Hubbard, Utir Gross Potosi, and Thomas. Trading them away just for some trade pieces too. And yeah, we just acquired Darren Waller. That's cool. Yeah, we're just trading for some big time names right now. And yeah, we acquired Talanoa Hufanga with Quinn Miners, who we acquired as a trade piece. And we'll just go ahead and acquire Amani Oruwariye. All right, so look at the trade I got to go through. We were about to get AJ Brown on the team as well, but but apparently, the Eagles would be over the cap salary, which they wouldn't be. I think that it's just fake cap space room. I mean, I'm down for Devontae Smith if they want to do it. This deal right here, be moving a big contract off. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we're moving DJ Moore off, and we bring on Devontae Smith, and now we have just a bunch of small kind of brittle receivers. I think it's fun to say. Right here's our receivers. I mean, they're good, but I think that we could use a more like a better number two than Rondale Moore, and then Joshua Palmer's kind of that fourth or third option. I think that that can be done. Like this right here, Amon-Ra St. Brown onto the team now. And so this will be our receiving core. Will be Devontae Smith, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Rondale Moore in the slot, and Josh Palmer as the other option. And then at tight end, obviously Darren Waller. At running back, Tony Pollard. At quarterback, Justin Herbert. And then our offensive line is good. And then we'll play one of these guys at left guard because there's a hole there. Landry Dickinson at center. Tyler Moton, 30 years old, is fine. Brian Burns coming off of one edge. These two up the middle. Montez Sweat off the other edge. Good cover linebackers we all have there. And then, yeah, really good corners. So I think this team's in a really good spot to succeed. And I think that should be fun. And listen, I know it has not been the most realistic rebuild or anything like that, but I felt like this one could just be fun. We had a lot of wiggle room in the sap calorie. We did, yeah, the sap calorie. But no, I just feel like that we could do the moves that we did, and so we made the moves, and we had a lot of extra players around that we could trade away, extra trade pieces, good draft picks, everything. We had everything we needed, and now I think it's safe to say that we are an 87 overall on offense and defense. I think that we could have gotten a little bit better in the linebacking department, but I think that we're good to go for season number 3, I think. And that'll be carried on by me tomorrow. I basically do a season a day of these rebuilds, and it works out pretty well with my schedule. And we'll go ahead and acquire one last deal. We'll go with Jordan Brooks from the Seattle Seahawks and slot him right in where he needs to go. But yeah, let's take a look at this roster as we have a very stacked team. So this is what it'll look like. One of the best offensive lines in football, no doubt. Ike Mekwonu, especially at that superstar development. Then Darren Waller and 3 tight ends, over 73 overall is pretty good. Justin Herbert throwing the football. And then these guys at wide receiver, really good receiving room for sure. And specialists, I want Rondale Moore in the slot for sure. And then, yeah, these are just the spots that will be taken. Slot corner, I guess Amani Oruwariye is a little bit worse at the spot, but I don't really care much. I want him to play there. And then, yeah, Jordan Brooks will slot into a left outside linebacker role. Let me go ahead and change him over to that. He's still generally young, 26 years old. He's making nearly $5 million a year. So, yeah, I mean, he should just slot right in. And, yeah, we should have a very dominant team, for sure. This looks like a top 5 team in the league, no doubt in my mind. And I know we made a lot of big changes, even though we were successful last year. But I just saw the opportunity to, so we're going to see how this team does. So, as you guys remember the team, we had Justin Herbert, Darren Waller, all these guys you just saw, right? But it's new to me because, it's another day. But Joshua Palmer at wide receiver 4, I think is very special that he gets to play that role. But, yeah, I mean, we have everybody we need. I think that we could improve on our corners for sure. And I'm just not sure if we have the cap room to do that. And yeah, we'll just get Tyreek Woolen. It's not anything crazy, right? But it frees up some space and gives us a better corner to trade out of here. And it's a done deal. Shi Smith, the first next year, and Tyreek Woolen across for Greg Newsome. Ain't bad. Ain't bad, especially if he's making only 2.4 million. And I assume that this will be the last season, considering we won't be able to retain all these guys. I just don't see a way to do that. But defensively, Chidobe Awuzie, Greg Newsome, Amani Oruwariye, and Isaiah Rogers, senior, I think. And yeah, one of them will be playing slot, and I think that'll be Isaiah Rogers. So I think right now we've got everything how we like it. I think that we can finally simulate to the midseason, see how we're doing. And this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to go 5-2 at an 88 overall team. I didn't realize what that stacked. Come on now. 89 offense, 88 defense makes up for an 88 overall team. With those upgrades, we might even see an upgrade up to... No, we're at the same. 88 overall, 88 defense, 89 offense. I mean, I don't think it gets better than that. I don't even need to do all that. Let's just go to the playoffs, and I hope we make them. Wow, we collapsed in that second half for sure. We went 10-7. That ain't good. But obviously it could be worse, right? So, I guess we should be thankful that we went 10-7. Woohoo! And we'll play in this wild card, and if we lose, I swear to God, and we win 28-17. We're headed to the divisional playoffs right here, and yeah, we're up to a 90 overall team. Bizarre that we went 10-7. We won 21-19, cut it a little close. This is 84 overall Vikings team with an 88 overall offense, but I'm not too worried, I should say. I mean, like, I'll knock on wood, but last time I did that didn't work. We went 10-7, right? But we lost. So, one game off the Super Bowl and we lost. Well, that's the rebuild, folks. Well, actually, I'd like to see who's there to resign and see if we can go another season. And the Vikings got crushed in the Super Bowl. I don't know why I'm upgrading players. These are just like some really bad players. So yeah, we'll look to see who gets re-signed. Because if we can re-sign, like, if there's 3 players there and we have like 30 million cap salary. Oh my God, I actually said it right this time. I didn't say sap calorie. We are an 8 or 90 overall team. It's just a one crack team. 63 mil. And we've got just about everyone to resign. I say we bring back the absolute essentials first. And I think that starts with Devontae. No, Devontae Smith isn't a necessity. Greg Newsome I can go without. He has a lot of interest though, but he's going to be worth 20 mil a year. Close. Chidobe Awuzie is going to be worth way more than that. Monra going to be worth a lot. Talanoa Hufanga probably my first contract I deal out, and even he will be expensive. Hopefully he comes on to that, or comes on for that. Elijah Vera Tucker also should be pretty pricey, but has interest in the team. Should take this deal. He does. Good. We are kind of like slowly maybe coming back from this. We will lose all 3 of our receivers, which we could rebuild a receiving core with just young guys, but Landon Dickerson should come back. He does. Really good stuff. 33 mil. I think that we can go in on like one player. I don't think that I want Joshua Palmer making too big of a thing here. That's a good offer. Tommy Tremble's back now as well. So yeah, we have $30 million to deal. I think that we essentially, how much does not JoJo Bayless? I don't care about you, JoJo Bayless. You star development, free safety at 63 overall, crazy. I think that this is just affordable. Oh crap, he doesn't have interest though. That's something I have to take into consideration. Crap. What is Rondale Moore looking at here? Rondale Moore is very extendable for sure. I think that this should easily get it done. It does. He has interest, whatnot, what so. Greg Newsom wants. That's not a scary deal, but with zero interest, it gets kind of scary. If he'll take this, I'll take it. He's gonna test free agency. That's fine. We still have 20 million to deal with. Franchise tag is how much? Not worth it. Um, Crap. We're kind of stuck. We're stuck. I'm down for Joshua Palmer to come back. I mean, he doesn't have the biggest amount of interest, but if we go like this and like this, how we doing? We bring him back, but I just don't know if I want him to be like, the biggest part of this. Whatever. I think we can only sign back Austin Corbett now. We'll see if he takes a pay cut, a little bit of a pay cut here. He does. That's good. 8.7 million. Can I sign any of these guys for 8.7 million? I don't think I can. The only one I think I could is this one right here. If I go 1 year, and yeah, no, we'd be so down and deep in the salary. It looks like we can go over the salary cap though, and I'm fine with that. If he wants to take 9 mil, 4.5. Okay, no, we can't make that offer. So 8.7, standing strong. I don't think we can get any of these guys for 8.7 million. Therefore, Devontae Smith, Greg Newsom, Chidobe Awuzie, and Amon-Ra St. Brown will all have to walk. But we did bring back a majority, and I'll try to rebuild this team and be back with you guys next season. And these are the two we'll go after. We'll go over Quez Watkins and Shaquille Griffin. I'm curious to see who we can get. I don't think we'll get Shaquille, but I think Quez Watkins we did get. But Shaquille has some interest in coming. I'll go ahead and do that, and we don't get him. So it's fine. I'm not too worried about corner. We have Amani Oruwariye, and I mean that's literally it. We have Amani Oruwariye, damn, and Isaiah Rogers. No, we don't even have Amani Oruwariye. He might have retired. So we literally have Isaiah Rogers, and yeah, I guess we have cap salary to kind of mess around with. But Quez Watkins can play at wide receiver 2, 1, and specialists will have Quez Watkins in the slot. I need him to go off with 99 speed, and we're really screwed. And we'll go after Eric Stokes here. Please, Lord, let me sign Eric Stokes. We did get Eric Stokes. Let's go. All right, so we get Jack Jones for like a bunch of crummy stuff and a backup right end. And I like that move because that just gives us another corner, and all we have to really worry about now is wide receiver. So we're trading Joshua Palmer, a backup left outside linebacker, the guy that we drafted a few years ago. Matt Corral just across for a first-round pick. And yeah, we just traded Tony Pollard and a first away for James Robinson and Garrett Wilson. I think that we are overall winners of that trade. And it's a done deal. We get James Bradbury the fourth. I mean, it's a good deal. We're not looking to get like any younger considering we have our window right now. And we'll trade Bradbury in a second for Tyson Campbell. And it's a done deal and we'll be left with 400,000 on our cap salary. We got Byron Murphy. I don't know. Is it how do I forget his name? I think it's Byron Murphy Jr. But I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. It is Byron Murphy Jr. Superstar development. He's really good. And plays a lot of zone. And yeah, so this is the team. Kind of revamped. Two wideouts, Quez Watkins, who I would assume will also play the slot receiver role. Yep. And then these two right here, obviously, our defensive line is still the same. Jack Jones will play in the slot corner. These two at sub linebacker isn't bad. Defensively, Eric Stokes here, Jack Jones, Byron Murphy, Talanoa Hufanga, Jeremy Chin, Frankie Luvu, Bobby Okereke, Jordan Brooks, Amir Pleasant still here as well. So, yeah, last season. This will definitely be the last season. And we have our results at 6-1, but don't get too excited. Remember what happened last season. So, yeah, Justin Herbert throwing for the third most yards in the league. 3 interceptions is really good through the first half. James Robinson's rushing for 4.5. Like to see that. Rondale Moore doing really well in his role. James Robinson catching the ball a lot out of the backfield. Garrett Wilson playing well. Quez Watkins is all right. Darren Waller has been very efficient on his grabs. 3 touchdowns. I mean, 5 touchdowns leads to the bunch with Quez Watkins. So 99 speed probably paying off. TFLs all the way around. Derek Brown has the most. 6 for Amir Pleasant tied for the top. Montez Sweat has 5. Brian Burns has 4. Sackwise Brian Burns with 6. And 6. Montez Sweat 5.5. 3 for Derek Brown. 1 for Jordan Brooks. 1 for Bobby Okereke. A half for Amir Pleasant. So we're putting up good numbers. Hopefully they can continue. And yeah, looking at the whatever rushing leaders, we see or passing leaders, Justin Herbert right there at the third spot. And other than that, I don't see any more of our players, which I don't have an issue with. All we need to do is, well, let's actually look at the players ready to negotiate and how much cap space we have. We have 29 million, and yeah, there's some here that, I mean, wow, this is very signable. This is very doable. We could definitely go another year if we sign back just Ika Makwanu, which will basically be all of our money. Not quite actually. Does have interest in the team. We'll go to 9-8. Hopefully he takes that. What? Yeah, you're dumb if you don't take that. Garrett Wilson also here. We can definitely replace. And yeah, that's very easy stuff. So we could definitely go another season. But I think that this will definitely be the last, especially if we head to the playoffs, which I anticipate we would. I can't knock on wood. I mean, the last two times I've done it, we've done bad. So I'm not gonna knock on wood, and hopefully we do good. And we actually did be we wow, where am I looking? We did bring back Ika Makwanu. Damn. Okay, we did finish 11-6. The Falcons finished 14-3. Maybe we should hop on whatever they're on. I mean, I'm pretty sure they also have a pretty good quarterback, but yeah, a lot of good upgrades down underneath all the bad players. I don't know why they do that. Von Miller is out with a knee injury, by the way, if you guys were curious. um, yeah, hopefully we can pull off. Actually, let's look at the season stats and rewards and awards. But Justin Herbert threw for the sixth most passing yards in the league, nearly 5,000. James Robinson was exceptional. Um, and then three receivers over 1,000 yards at the end of the season is crazy. Rondale Moore with the most, Garrett Wilson, Quez Watkins, James Robinson, damn near 1,000 as well, had over 2,000 scrimmage yards. That is crazy. James Robinson just hit his peak. Darren Waller played a good role, I guess. R.J. Rose here as well. I don't know, but good stuff there. I didn't even check the defense. Got to do that. Definitely got to do that for you defensive nerds out there. You know, Bobby Okereke, 102 tackles. We weren't on the field much then. I mean, it's not a lot. Montez Sweat, 19. Brian Burns, 15. Amir Pleasant, 13, 12 TFLs, all for those guys. And then sacks. Montez Sweat actually led the team with 15.5. Brian Burns next up, 12.5. Derek Brown, 8. Kind of drops off to Amir Pleasant at 3.5. And then Jordan Brooks, our linebacker, at 2. So, yeah, we did really well this season. And 11-6, I don't think is good enough for. I mean, I feel like we could have done a lot better than that. We are 89s across the board, 89 overall, offense, defense, and just overall. We did just beat the Bears, and we can go ahead and beat the Niners. I'm guessing we can beat the Niners. We are significantly better than they are, and we lose. So that's cool. Weekly awards, let's see who got it those. Offensively? No, it's defensively. 2 sacks and 12 tackles, Brian Burns. Making his presence felt in the playoffs. Good to know about him, but everybody else really sucks it. So we got back Tyler Moton. So we were able to get back Tyler Moton and also Ika Makwanu. So we can go another season. I don't know if we'll actually ever win Super Bowls in these rebuilds. I think it's just fun to build the team up from the ground. And I think I'll do a Jaguars rebuild next. I got that comment and I was like, sure, it sounds good. It's a good team to do it with. But I think I'll take a little bit better of an approach to it than this, where I just go all out one year. But we have been able to retain for most of the part, and I've been working hard to try to get everybody to stay around. But yeah, all around, Garrett Wilson's gonna have to go, and that's pretty much it. So uh, kind of sucks to see him go, as we traded for him and traded quite a bit for him. But yeah, I mean, let's go to next season, I guess. And we'll bring in some young tight end. Had to get rid of Derek Waller. He was Darren Waller. He was a big cap casualty. He was making 13 million a year, and he just wasn't producing the way we needed him to. So at tight end, we just have a bunch of good players, I guess. And we freed up a lot of space and cap, so we actually have some stuff to do. And I just made like a little small trade, Tommy Trumbull across for a backup or for a fourth corner and for a just third string tight end that isn't making as much money. And yeah, I just can't afford Frankie Louvu anymore. I think it opens up some space. And then we trade Malcolm Rodriguez away as well, or we get Malcolm Rodriguez as his replacement. And that way we have a little bit of wiggle room with the cap. Done deal. We acquire some guard And Jamison Williams, we basically replaced Corbett and used the draft picks to get Jamison Williams, if that makes sense. So the new Carolina Panthers team looks like Jamison Williams, Rondale Moore, Quez Watkins, and Chisholm at our wide receiver four. James Robinson goes up to superstar dev, by the way, as well. This is pretty cool. Byron Murphy, Eric Stokes, Jack Jones. And then pretty much the same defense we've seen, except Malcolm Rodriguez will be slotting in at that right outside linebacker position. Doesn't matter too much, but I want this guy as my third down back, James Robinson. And yeah, I think we're ready to sim again. And yes, this for sure will be the final season of this rebuild, no doubt about it. I don't care. I'm not going any further. I don't care how many people there are to re-sign or how much money I have to spend on them, because I'm sure that it's going to be a lot. Number one. Number two, I've been at this for way too long. And well, ladies and gentlemen, if this isn't the disappointment of the century, we are 2-5. I don't know why. Did I forget to re-sign someone? Is someone doing something that someone's not supposed to be doing somewhere? Something somehow? We just lost 14-16 to the fucking Broncos. I think that's our issue. Stats now. We'll look at them, and I wouldn't be surprised if it says like Justin Herbert. And those are okay numbers. He needs to throw more touchdowns. He definitely needs to throw more touchdowns. James Robinson is kind of still doing his thing. I like it. We're seeing a lot of runs to RJ Rose too, though. Jamison Williams leading the team in receiving. I didn't really expect anything else. Quez Watkins all the way down there. Defensively, everything looks good. I mean, sacks. How many sacks are we getting? Not much. All right, that could be an issue, but we are getting to the TFLs. We're getting to the inside of the offensive line, which is good. But yeah, we have to do a lot better to close out the season if we want to see a chance at the playoffs. All right, guys, this is sound crazy, but we definitely could go another season. I'm not joking. Like, we can get rid of him. Definitely bring back Amir Pleasant, Eric Spencer, Max Linsley, and that would be all we'd have to do. Literally. We'd literally have to bring back, I mean, he'd be expensive, right? He's not expensive at all. 4 million just to insure it. 5.5. That should bring him back. What? That is the biggest overpay I've ever paid. And you're not coming back? That's crazy. He even has interest in the team, but I'm still going to overpay on him because we have the money to do so. And then Max Linsley we need to bring back as well. And then go 2.5, then go 3. And this should be... What the... These guys are sellouts, dude. I don't even know how they're not signing back. Bro, I don't even know these guys. And then at left tackle, Justin Chisholm here. I don't care about him. If he wants to come on for very cheap, 5, and then bring this up to 500, and then I'd be happy to sign him to that deal right there. Yeah, I don't know. I did simulate the week to do something, but I just want to say I really appreciate it. Okay, well, I don't know who this is. It's Jamison Williams. We need to get him some big yardage. Basically, I only simulated 1 week to sign back players. And which we did. We got back Amir Pleasant and Max Linsley, I think is his name, the tight end. And we're gonna see if Jamison Williams can go up a dev trait. We did win 28-7. I didn't get it done today, coach. If I'll be honest, I feel like I was given the opportunity, blah, 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 blah. So, no, he didn't. And then, yeah, look at the players I just negotiate. All that's left is Bobby Okereke. And I was in to sign him, but he wanted way too much money for being a 30-year-old linebacker. So, I'd rather not. And, yeah, we're on a little win streak here, a 2-game win streak, and I think we're ready to go to the playoffs. And we do finish 9-8, which is number one in our division, and that's lucky. But let's look at the stats that helped us go 9-8. Justin Herbert kind of fell off a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. Rushing wise, James Robinson was good. Still, Jamison Williams was great, had a really good season. Nobody else over 1,000 though. I think that's another. Okay, no, that's close. Almost had another 2,000 scrimmage yards season for James Robinson. But yeah, the defense a little bit better this year. TFLs, Derek Brown got in the backfield like crazy. Montez Sweat was really good, especially with the numbers. But 30 sacks combined to our two top pass rushers, Brian Burns and Montez Sweat. And yeah, we're going to see if we can tough this one out and beat these guys. The Cardinals will be the first up. 10-7 team, 82 overall compared to our 89 is pretty crazy. The fact that I'm scared to even simulate this because we're gonna lose. I don't know why I just went into there, but Probably lose. If I had to assume, or we normally win the wild card actually, so I wouldn't be surprised if we win. But it's definitely losable. We win, and then we're against another 9-8 team. It was a very broad NFC this season, very dull NFC conference, I guess. It was not that great. We did win. We are one game. Oh my god, it's another 9-8 team. 9-8 teams, 1v1 for the chance at a Super Bowl trophy in this final season. Can we do it? I will go ahead and jump in. And we were up on the board first, 7-7 now. And we'll just keep going to the next quarters and next quarters and next quarters. We go up 14-14. And who's going to get the next points on the board? 17 isn't bad, but heading into the fourth quarter, or heading into the third after half, we were in the game. But now we're not so much in the game. We're not back in the game yet. We will go ahead and just jump to next play. We'll just go play by play. And yeah, I think that pretty much rests our case. We don't really have a chance unless some magical fourth quarter comeback. We need to get a stop right here. We need the stop. We saw a third down. It doesn't look like we'll get the stop. And we lose. So, oh well. We took the L. Justin Herbert needs to play a lot better than that. Come on, we paid 24 mil a year for that. Not good. Guys, I'm literally this close to getting Devin White, but I can't. There's just no way I can make it work. It's that close, though. And we'll get Miles Jack for middle linebacker as a replacement for Bobby Okereke. All right, so we're trading our tight end 1. Jack Jones, Quez Watkins along for just for Elijah Moore. I don't know why I wanted to do that, but that puts us in a good spot receiver-wise. We have 3 studs all around the same age and overall, so that's pretty cool. And Tommy Tremble's coming right back. I signed Jordan Love in free agency just so I can make a trade with him. I can't lie. You guys are probably like, wait, I thought you weren't doing another season, blah, 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 right? But I was like, you know what? It's for the fans. We haven't got a Super Bowl, you know. So we here. We here doing a Carolina rebuild, right? And I was like, let's just go one more. And with this very good team, and we've been very good for a very long time and just haven't won a Super Bowl. It's been kind of depressing. So if we lose here, this is going to be even more depressing, which I hope we don't lose, but I'm sure we'll win. I'm sure, right? We win that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we win that. I heard we also win this one too. Kenneth Walker's a 98 overall too. Yeah, but I heard we win this one against the Seattle Seahawks too. It's easy. There it is. Yeah. We also beat the Washington Commanders 9 times out of 10, and this ain't gonna be that one time out of 10. All right, it's gonna be the 9th time out of 10. We're in the Super Bowl, baby. All we needed is confidence. We're a 91 overall across the board. If anything, we only got better during this rebuild, and we're really good. We're really good. Look at this. Look at this. Wait for it. And boom, 91, 91, 91 against the 87 overall Chiefs. I mean, just imagine we were in Chiefs playbook the whole time. That would have been chaotic. It'd have been so up and down though. But let's go ahead and let's play it. All right, let's jump forward to the end of this quarter. See what we can do here. We score first, of course, and then they'll come back. That's fine. That's fine. Jump forward. We'll go to the end of the game actually. Yep, 10. All right, 10. It's 10-10. 17. It's 17. Heading into the half. There we go. Heading into this fourth quarter, we might not need to hop in here. 31-24. We'll slow it down. We'll go to jump to next play and just go slowly through the whole thing. They will come on and score. It's our time to shine. We have to come in and make some magic happen on this last drive. We're going to have to try to put this one in for a touchdown or even a field goal. It doesn't really matter. This is the running back. I'm guessing the backup running back, DJ Rose. And he'll get laid out there by, did I say Satan on it? I think it said Staten or Satan. Either one of them works, really. But, yeah, I mean, look at this team. Look at this team. We got Moore, and Williams. I mean, you just can't lose to this team. Try to throw that one there. Can't get it to him. But Justin Herbert's been having a game. And I think it's only fair we run 5 wide right here. Try to find a mismatch here. And, wow, we have to throw this one away again. Roughing the passer. We got bailed, baby. We got bailed out of this one. Nothing's been open. Nothing. There is a roughing the passer that does get us a little bit of a bailout there, which I do appreciate a lot. I have to make sure to thank that guy after the game. But we see press coverage. I'm just going to put our guys deep every time. Just looking for a mismatch here. And is that James Robinson? How are you going to miss that? You're Justin Herbert. This game's so stupid that it doesn't do that. Riley Patterson's our kicker. Target, we have to get up to the 42-yard line. I thought that might be a little bit easier, but it's proven to be a pretty difficult task. And our offensive line isn't holding up quite the way I wanted it to. But try to take a little bit of time off the clock as well. We'll go hurry up still. And just look underneath, maybe. Nothing's really open. Yeah, we'll just throw this one out and away. Yeah, nothing's really open. We're just chewing time off the clock. We can run the ball with James Robinson and try to get some yards. We're up to the 40-yard line now. We probably want to get up a bit more than that, and we can. And we'll call a timeout too here. And then we'll run it again. And then probably just like until we're comfortable, we'll get into that spot. I think that we'll take a timeout and we'll go one more run. And then I think that'll pretty much be it. Justin Herbert wearing that 14 reminds me of Sam Darnold, and it is nice. If you guys don't know, I'm a big Sam Darnold believer and have been for a while now. But yeah, we'll wait for this clock to kind of go down. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then I'll stop it at 3 here with our timeout. And then, yeah, we'll put this one to bed. I'm sure that we will see a icing of the kicker. There it is. And we will go ahead and go up to this highly anticipated field goal. This one, I mean, it might be a little bit shaky. This one is up, and it's no good. Oh, my God, I missed the fucking field goal. God, don't clown me, please. Oh, my God, I missed that. Should have let the CPU take it. Oh, my God, I waited too long. We're into overtime now. We're going to have to choose heads or tails. It's heads, and we won and we receive. So that's good. And we'll look to put this one to bed fast. I want to bring this one to a nice little, wide open. Can we get a fucking throw that goes to the receiver, Justin Herbert? And before you guys said, no, you stopped the receiver on that route. He was going to do that anyways, but it wasn't going to make it. It wasn't going to make it to its intended target. Do see, is that Elijah Moore or is that Rondale Moore? I think that's Elijah. Yeah, that is Elijah Moore, who so far has had a good game. But Rondale Moore wearing that number 12, or I can't tell you. We'll try to get it to, that might be Elijah again. I'm not sure. I can't tell you which one is which. That one is, I think, I don't even remember. We will go play action here, though. And try to find someone deep. Can we get it to whoever the hell that is? Almost makes a great catch on it. I think that might have been Jamison Williams. Yeah, we just can't afford to stop the pace now. I think that we need to really get there. And we'll go with Max Linsley up the field. He's slow as hell. 382 yards, 3 touchdowns. We're looking to put this one to sleep. All right, we're not here to end anything other than the game. Rose in a third down back. I hate that. I wish it should have been James Robinson, but yeah, we'll go up the gut. It goes forward. We'll rush it up, just trying to make this one end as soon as possible. And oh my God, that was almost an interception. It's a touchdown though. We won the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go. All right, we won the Super Bowl. That's awesome. We got to put in this PAT. Wait. Oh my God, the new overtime rules. It's the new overtime rules, dude. I forgot in the playoffs there's new overtime rules. I will let the CPU take this one, and it looks like they aren't stopping anytime soon. 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal. And yeah, they did it. So we're back onto the field. Great. This video is going to be so long, it's crazy. We'll try to get it downfield as quick as we can here. Trying to make a good throw. Someone needs to come down with the damn ball, alright? If I throw it to you, I expect you to catch that damn ball. Can we get one of our receivers one-on-one over the top? We can. We'll try to get him in stride. Come down with the... Oh my God, how are you not catching that? Dude, I can't even tell you how frustrating that is right there. Looks like they might bring some pressure, so we're going to actually have to make a play. I did not mean to do that. All right, come on. Up the tempo. Up the tempo. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get her done. Can we snap the fucking ball? Snap the ball, please. Off of that break right there. And swatted away. Who is that? Jerry Sneed or Justin Reed? I can't tell. Dude, what are these bullshit play calls? Let's just get it done. Put Jameson Williams on just a straight go-go route. And nobody's open. Try to make that throw. Does he come down with it? He did. We'll try to just get a quick little throw in somewhere. Can we snap the ball? Oh shit. That is literally the scariest thing ever. 4th and inches. No, we go for this. What are you talking about? Play type. We go play action. And we go from... Actually, you know what? Let's call it a screen pass. Let's call it from the right side. Can we flip the play? There we go. And then let's run it. Why is this guy in? I want James Robinson. My confidence goes down whenever this guy's in. And unrightfully so. He's a stud. Gets to the outside. Good play. Come on. We gotta play good here. Looking around. I'm trying to play fast. I want this video to end, if I'm being completely honest. And we might have an end right here. It has to do with Moore. Is that Rondale Moore? I think that's Rondale Moore. Ending it on that one right there. It should be the end. It is the end. 44-38. Final score in the Super Bowl. Overtime. That's the rebuild. Make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. This one took forever. And hopefully it does well, because this video would be a lot for nothing. But still appreciate the experience, and those of you who watched, especially here, all the way to this moment. Come on now, give yourself a biddle pack on the bat. I'm an idiot. See you guys next time. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys later.